Now, he was abducted, chained, and for hours beaten to the point of death by 4 Nigerians at a walled facility in Trasacco Phase 2 here in Accra. In what many see as God's personal intervention, as passers-by sensed something wasn't right in the property and made an approach. What happened after this is a long story, which led to the successful rescue of the young man in his 20s. The victim has now been hospitalized, and the perpetrators have been arrested by the police. We'll get to hear the backstory and the police investigation so far. First, though, here is Joy News' Latif Idris with the full story.
The occupants, we are told, are Nigerian nationals. 4 of them. It's one of the 4 vehicles that have been vandalized by the irate youth of this area who got agitated as a result of the failure by the occupants of this apartment to open the gate and rescue the man who was crying for help. But the residents say, had it not been the intervention, we could have had a cold-blood murder on our hands Tuesday morning.
That is a security room was my last day in the end, or kind of rough. So man go school grant me last day. My last day in the end, my last day in the end, and I'm choking.
I was walking past the house when I heard a terrified voice crying for help. So I approached the gate, and after knocking for a few seconds, a heavily built man came out. After inquiring from him about a terrified voice and the call for help, he ordered me to walk away.
Bottle warm inside the not the bottle warm. Safa gate in the entrance now.
An order I defied and insisted they open the gate and free the young man. That created misunderstanding between us. And so in the course of the commotion, he stabbed me, as you can see in my palm, with a broken bottle. But I didn't give up. I managed to mobilize the youth in the neighborhood to help rescue the chained young man whose head was swollen and was bleeding from the head and the mouth.
Gidi na ma gate ni eden o man kasa bie no ya o wa na o mo se an mi di agora o be kire me se me ye Ghana ni na emom no mi me ko jail na o mo ye den e o na me se it's my motherland ebi mu di o mo ja na ye den egu so and se mi wu a the same land mama ebi ka wa mewu ebi ka ho a kema ni me nkwa asori da o me se me nkwa asori da o enti ka no kure me nkwa da na me nka se be din trust asman to amfa me nginam fa bujen brother me masa edru jaka
Attempt to get a police patrol team to intervene failed when the officers in the vehicle told me they were busy working on something else.
Said the baby bribe was somewhere on sono. Semi-can trouble some kume. Sasman to kume. A plan now kume. Can't kume. I do a me and kume. Tenocrana make us wa. And Yaduma.
As my boy in a kaya. And he said, Omaka is an dream. Omaka go share man home. No more kunu. Before that, before, and I'm going to see him. I at here, Quaji Bueno. First, I Quaji Bueno. Bueno, it is no. And 7 years I track a bomb back.
That saddened my heart, but I persisted. And eventually we got this reward by saving the life of this young man who would have been dead the next day. The 4 suspects are currently being held at the Accra Region Police Command.
So that all happened last night. Latif Idris is here with me in the studio to bring us up to speed exactly on what the backstory is. Latif, thanks for coming through. Now, how did we hear about this story, first of all?
So a source called the newsroom late around 9 p.m. yesterday, and so we quickly rushed to the scene. when we got there, the police had already taken away the suspect and the victim. So we did not get to meet those 5 individuals at the crime scene. What we saw were remnants of the devastation. The rescuers had vandalized some of the vehicles of the suspects. We are told these suspects have not less than 5 unregistered vehicles parked in the compound. These vehicles, we are told, move only in the evenings. The vehicles do not move in the day, in the afternoon.
Are these that the vehicle behind you?
You find one of the 5 in the background.
Okay.
It was smashed, vandalized by the time we got there. So they managed to do this and eventually got to rescue this young man who the suspect told them that he's a house help. That story didn't just start with a house help. We are told the suspects were telling them it's a relative who lives with them and has done something wrong, and so they were just punishing him to put him on the straight path. Then later on they changed the story and said, no, he's a house help and he's stolen from us. We took him to the police station. The police ran some fingerprints. It came out that he's not the one who took what we accused him of, and the police said, okay, we should come back home and deal with the matter domestically. And so what we are doing to him is our own way of punishing a brother.
I see.
The initial story was that he's a brother. Now they changed to a house help.
A house help.
So this guy who led the whole rescue, it didn't sit well with him. So he insisted that the guy is calling for help. So open and then let's free him.
Okay.
Then the Nigerians said, no, we wouldn't let that happen. This is our apartment. Even though we are renting the place, it belongs to us. So we will not allow you to enter. So in the reports, like I said, the altercation got physical, and then they stabbed him in the palm. He still managed to mobilize the boys to come in, and then
so he went out and then called for help from the youth in the area, and then they got to the house and they tried to open the building, and then got this gentleman out. At this time, the police had already been called.
So the guy, this Hussein, he tried stopping one of the police patrol car in the area. When he tried to open the gate and the guy declined, he spotted a police patrol vehicle passing by. So he rushed and caught up with the vehicle and said, this is the situation. We have a case in this building. Can you come and help us out? Then the police, according to this rescuer, told him that he's busy working on something else, so he cannot take up this responsibility. That was when the guy managed to mobilize the youth in the area to go in there and rescue. So they can't really tell who placed the call to the police, who then came in later on.
Okay.
So in the course of rescuing the guy, then the police came in. At that point, they had also unleashed their own form of punishment on these Nigerians.
At this time, they had they'd beaten them up. Some of them, I mean, in the picture that we put on there, we see that some of them looks like they have some blood stains as well.
Yeah.
And their vehicles have been vandalized as well. So at the time the police came in, all of this has already happened. Yeah.
So what the police did at the point was to just take the suspect and then the victim out of the place.
Okay. Do we know what is the condition of the victim at the moment?
We are told he was receiving treatment late last night, but we do not know exactly which facility he's being kept in as we speak.
But we also know that the police has called for the matter to be transferred from the East Legon police station to Accra. Do we have any further information on that?
So the last time we checked, we were told ACP Kwesi Fori, he ordered that the case be transferred from East Legon to Accra region. Okay. We do not have the details as to why and what exactly warranted the decision to transfer the case from the East Legon police to the Accra region. We are trying to get in touch with authorities there to find out exactly how far they've gone with investigation. We cannot speak right now on the latest on the investigation.
We'll try and get the police and get to understand what is happening and what the update is on that particular story. But Latif, what else is there for us for viewers to know as far as this case is concerned?
So something we cannot really verify. According to the rescuers,
that we have not verified.
Yeah, according to the rescuers, this guy who was taken from the building, the victim, kept shouting on top of his voice that they are keeping one of my colleagues in Trasaco. Please help us to locate him and rescue him as well. Okay. So he was telling them he's not
there was another person who has been taken
who has been taken hostage by these same Nigerians. Okay. And that they are keeping him at the main Trasaco enclave. Yeah, so he was calling on these rescuers to follow up on that one as well and help to rescue his colleague. We are unable to verify that claim for now. Okay. But this is something maybe the police would like to follow up on and in course of the interrogation.
Eyewitness stories that they've told you, people who were there at the crime scene, who have told you all of these stories. And like I said, we're trying to get the police on this matter to get their side of the story. But Lateef Idris has been following that story since last night. Lateef, thank you very much for bringing us up to speed. We'll take a very quick break. We'll be right back to stay.